48-hour general strike by JSC of Prasanta affects life in many areas of the state. JCLPS Women's Wing and Students' Wing warned shopkeepers not to open shops during public curfew. JNIMS Director Dr. Deven appeals for free movement of JNIMS staff during the JCLPS public curfew. Guardians Association appeals to government to hold talks with government-aided college teachers in 5 days in the interest of the students. And Shizu Hospital conducts corneal transplant on 3 patients successfully, is likely to have eye bank by next year. Hello and welcome. You're watching Impact Primetime News. I am Butcher Malambam with the top stories. The 48-hour general strike called against the death of Prasanta has partially crippled normal life in the state, especially in the 4 Valley districts today. The general strike, however, severely affected Singzamai to Lilong Straits of Imphal-Moray National Highway. No vehicle was allowed to ply on the straits and shops downed shutters. Private vehicles and passenger auto rickshaws were sparsely seen plying on the roads in other parts of Imphal city. Several women vendors also carried out their normal business in the Quaramban market. Inter-district passenger buses also continued normal services. The general strike also has less impact on the government offices as well. Although the general strike gave some impact along the Imphal-Moray road beyond Singzamai, it has no much impact in other parts of the state. JCLPS Women's Wing and Students' Wing have warned that shopkeepers who open their shops during a 42-hour public curfew should take the responsibility of any consequences. Convener of JCLPS Students' Wing, Oinam Nandababu, told the media at a press meet at JCLPS office, Sega Road, reiterated that non-locals will not be allowed to contest or cast vote in the upcoming Imphal Municipal Corporation election. He demanded that if all political party committee fails to make public its stand on the 3 bills passed by the Manipur State Assembly by the 8th of this month, the JCLP will launch an agitation against them. He also mentioned the names of the student bodies which will take the lead in the imposition of public curfew from midnight tonight. KSA will lead in Thawal District, MSU will lead in Imphal West, SUK in Imphal East and MSF in Bishnupur District. Women's Wing convener Thongam Ongbi Apabi has appealed for People's Corporation. She warned that the wing will face those who oppose the movement.
Political party committee ama siyang committee ngasi phawda tumina la chile basi JCLPS na akan mongna kanem tawi loena haro political party sing asina bakho masi ama thani kano tokpiro yelong mi ama oina akoi haro bill asi pass to honda bi ade habigi holadu loena political party committee sina ya mathu matamda akoi mari nebo authority da tano biduna Hariba bill homasi SMP no honamata central government da mari no authority tanagdabani
JCILP Women's Mingna Wingna ngasi ahing nong yai dagi chatha kadoriba public curfew asia Manipur da lariba mama miyam na thoktuna asiguma curfew asiba he namba pung pha na ba kansin na bagi damakta akhoi gi line sing da laiba mama sing da sem sabal wajare loina na kana gumba lamdam sida laiba kana gumba be se amatana asiguma public curfew ase thugai ge khanbi ganu thugai bi tarabadi mado JCILP na sabchana theng.
A large number of students today formed a human chain in various parts of Thawal under the initiative of JCLPS Thawal District Students' Wing, demanding implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur. Students of Yaripok area formed human chains on the Yaripok bridge and chanted slogans in support of ILPS. Human chains were also formed at Thawal Ketrilekai, Khangabok Bazar, Thawal Okram, Yaripok, Thawal Road, National Highway 102, Imphal-Moray Road. Thangwaiban Youth's Organization has resolved to support JCLPS movement in a meeting held today. A women's wing of the club was also formed at the meeting. Manipur People's Party President Nomaikapam Sobakiran said the party's agenda is to save the indigenous people of the state and there is no change in the agenda. Addressing media persons at MPP office, and Sobakiran accused the 60 MLAs of passing the 3 bills in the State Legislative Assembly out of fear following the unrest in the state. He said the party is ready to stop the Imphal Municipality Corporation election in case the government fails to remove the names of non-indigenous people from the electoral roll and prohibit them from voting in the upcoming election. It may be worth mentioning here that JCLPS has given ultimatum to all the political parties to announce their stand on ILPS by May 8.
August House the pass taukiba yaukiba Honorable MLA Humpu Minister, Chief Minister, Speaker, Moise kumna thijilbu matamda mapangi state based over party to ormeba. Kudamoina Gandhi family the based over Maharashtra the based over Bihar the based over Bengal the based over Nagaland the based over. Makoi kak ormba maramna makoi se chumnagi maming kaktada bill passed over orme.
JNIMS Director Dr. Devan Laishram has appealed to people not to disturb the movement of the staff of the JNIMS during the public curfew imposed by the JCLPS as part of the ILPS tier. Speaking to the media today at the A block of the institute, the director urged all concerned to extend support to the staff of the JNIMS hospital during the 42-hour public curfew from midnight tonight to May 7, maintaining that the staff of JNIMS fully support the movement of the Joint Committee on Inner-Line Permit System to implement Inner-Line Permit System in the state. Dr. Devan Laishram made a fervent appeal to the volunteers of JCLPS to exempt the doctors, nurses and other staff of JNIMS who have the I-cards of the hospital from the public curfew. He said the hospital has kept the ambulance, medicines and other necessary equipment to help the people in case of emergencies. Dr. Devan also maintained that hospital staff face difficulties while coming to office during protest by the people.
JNIMSA hojiji thabak tawjariba ikoidi ana layeng sangam mari leina banina masida khudong thiba ri ashok apanba ri gari accident any kind of injury lakmu matamda agitation tawbiriba ri agitation bo yawbiriba natraga yawbidaba anybody soglak kholakpa matamda ekoi doctor community ekoina nurse single loinana emergency khangde aruge any kind of treatment operation ni khangde tawjagadoribani JNIMS ta thabak tawjariba doctor sing nursing adigi technician sing asina digi lab attendant sweeper bhawda ward attendant bhawda akoina I card si puthok chaba matamda akoibu sathok chasin tawasida apanba pibiganu.
Meanwhile, the director of RIMS has also appealed to the JCLPS and the people to exempt doctors, paramedical and other staff of the institute from the public curfew to enable them attend office. A Chinese hand grenade wrapped in a black polythene along with an envelope was discovered today at the gate of a 70-year-old Akam Nilamani at Sagolban Moirang Lerak under Imphal West Police Station. The grenade was found this morning around 6:35. Akam Nilamani, son of late A. Ibocha, is a retired additional chief engineer of IFCD. The envelope contained a message which read, "Presented to Dr. Jayanta CMO Thobal." It may be mentioned that 50-year-old Dr. Nongmaithem Jayanta, working as a CMO Thobal, is a neighbor of A. Nilamani. A team of Imphal West Police personnel along with bomb disposal squad picked up the grenade at 7:30 a.m. The grenade was safely detonated at Lumfel dumping ground around 8:12 a.m. Residents of Sagolban Moirang Lerak today staged a sit-in against the planting of a hand grenade at the gate of Akam Nilamani, who is a retired additional chief engineer of IFCD. The protesters raised their voice against the incident and asked who will take the responsibility if the grenade exploded. They asked those responsible not to repeat such act in future and demanded clarification.
Huji leba ki asiyam na war batanja asiyam na sirba ban broken na toiba huji using mang da taiba sungma mayam sigi mamrak sida hui misam ka ni hingbagi lam phamda asuk ke mati war ba matam ma sumaina bom top tong dana aki chujung han ba che mama obi kaya na ne masi wa da bangam deba karino kanana karin mam ki tok bano haibadi akhoi di misam ni na kai su khang banate ba aduga mara leizide ba kaya da aso panyadi kanagi mangje ban mama obi mapa obi Macimrang oba mayam sige mangjeba ngaktani aduna isa singna karamba lupna kari maramgi damakta sungba thogdo ase lakai je thoibna se mama obi lamdam silaiba mayamna asi asyang bamtang di khangningi.
Staff of Chief Medical Office Thobal held a sit-in in front of the office at Thobal, Tongkong against the planting of a bomb at the residence of Chief Medical Officer Dr. N. Jayant Kumar at Sagolban Moirang Lerak today. The protesters condemned the act and appealed for clarification. Desam has held the government of India and Manipur University Authority responsible for the prevailing academic atmosphere on the university campus. Desam, in a press note, asked the MU Authority to settle the problem at the earliest. All Manipur Student Guardians Organization has urged the government to resolve the issue of the government-aided college teachers in the interest of the students who have been badly affected by teachers' agitation. The organization stated that cease work by All Manipur Government-Aided College Teachers Association from May 3rd has affected the academic atmosphere in the 6 government-aided colleges. Speaking to media at the office of the organization at Singzamai Sagrapum Laikai, Secretary S. Sumati said, Amgakta has been agitating, demanding their 6-point demand, including conversion of the 6 colleges to full-fledged government colleges since 1993. The silence maintained by the state government hinted that the government wishes to abolish these aided colleges. She appealed to the government to hold talks with Amgakta within 5 days in the interest of the students.
Amagtana taliba demand sing ase numi mangani gi manungda pithoktana akhoi honorable education minister honorable chief minister amadi mari leinaba concern officer singna ngasi college taruk sida mahai masing tamba phangdadana kangaungna dana leiriba chhatra singi mahairo singi yenga kanda academic atmosphere da akaiba makhata na pidanaba athuba matamda amicable solution ama puraktuna added college ase manipur he na saukhatnaba afaba college The
men from Manipur who worked in the Labour Corps in World War I will be featured in an exhibition in Alfred Manor House Museum, Alfred Lincolnshire in the United Kingdom. John Comyn Higgins, political agent in Manipur, was from Alfred and family were very close to the Manor House. Higgins was instrumental in suppressing a rebellion of the Kuki tribes, which was connected to the use of their men in the Labour Corps. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon to watching Impact News.
The first urban cross hatchback Datsun Ready Go with 800cc Supna Tagilupa Lak Animakai Piva car Sigi features Singdi ground clearance 185 mm, space 222 liters, power steering, drive computer, mileage 25.14 km per liter, immobilizer, passenger class warranty. Lupalising mga khatana book Tobihoro, Island Nissan near Standard Robert Higher Secondary School, Kantipur, Imphal. Datsun Ready Go.
Manipurgi ahanba beautification center mafam sida mahing uring unsa khoiba ariba dakfam phahan bangami tattoo mole freckle na jingbasu lauthokpa yai hakchang gi ahenba fat pamdaba body gi hair lauthokpa yai ahanba lakpiba 100 customer da skin test amadi doctor consultation lemna hingjagan ngasi mag unabiu Dr. Madhubala Laser Beauty Clinic MZ Avenue Imphal.
Delta Tutorals for CBSE. Admissions open. Class 9, 10 and 12 Science from April 4. Class 12 Arts from May 4. Class 11 Science from June 6. Vacation course for Navodayas and others from May 4. Class timing 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. and 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. For details, please visit Delta Tutorals between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Welcome back. 3 patients underwent corneal transplant surgery at Shiz Hospital, Langol, and regained their eyesight. The hospital is likely to open an eye bank by next year. The first and second patients underwent corneal transplant on April 30, while the third one underwent surgery on the 4th of this month. Talking about the success of the corneal transplant, Managing Director of CJ Hospitals and Research Institute, Dr. K. H. Palin said, told the media that it was a proud moment not only for the institute but for the state. He said the operations were conducted after the Directorate of Health Services, Government of Manipur, granted the certificate of registration under Section 14 and 15 of the Transplantation of the Human Organs Amendment Act 2011 for cornea transplantation. Dr. Palin said efforts are also being made to improve the infrastructure at Caesar Eye Care Hospital.
Lairiba misi akoina pabada charakna 90,000 gumbadi cataract na maram maraga mamitang ina khalle cataract na mamitang bai si mamit am khatan natte ba ani ne ba ad mamit ani si punsala agadi akoina tawdoba operation si mamit ani punsala di 1.8 lakhs oidoine ai bank si leini soidana adoga loina na ato topa ahenba khudongsa ba volume tawai anaba akoi infrastructure develop tawnaba ki khoi plan leijai.
Eye surgeon Dr. Sachendra said the corneas transplanted to the 3 patients were brought from Eye Bank of India and Central Distribution System Sight Life. He said persons with corneal diseases now need not go to other states for their treatment.
Angang oring eda congenital glaucoma bagi angang oring eda ko wang en haraga pressure su wang aba wang na kuina lei ba kangu da sudum corneal opacity lei infection na tabada meta operation any operation tawru matung da corneal opacity lakpagi chance su lei total surgery cost se akhoi no hojik tham se for therapeutic graft all the costs included like kano tawraga akhoi na around 15,000 gi maya da thamme not very transparent. Not in terms of lakhs, it's in terms of thousands.
Kurai MLA Dr. NG Bizoy today inaugurated the Ibadau Nongda Laren Pakhangba Community Hall constructed with the MLA Local Area Development Fund at Hautal. Dr. Bizoy asked people to form a committee for proper maintenance of the community hall, which is a property of the people. He was optimistic that community hall will also serve as a meeting place for the youth and students to discuss the development and welfare of the area.
Sugumba community hall mayam sina like is the area mayam sagi integrity amaga punba say not only nupa da nataba nupi dasu natana children dasu nasi education international recommendation by UNESCO on education see in a court of zaragadi da to be together as a see this is one of the pillars aikoi khuding mak se tinaba hayan ba se aikoi tangai phade tamuri ba mayam puno zaroi ba samaj da lakada bane samaj ke tinaba hidra mi do adum fail hoy.
DIPR Employee Association has congratulated Director Megachandra Kongbam on being awarded the Best Film Critic Award at the 63rd National Film Award on the 3rd of this month at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. Megachandra Kongbam is the 3rd Swarna Kamal winner from Manipur. The association also congratulated Harongbam Maipaksana, who directed Aibusu Yahonbiu, which won the Best Manipur Feature Film. Thobal Municipal Council has distributed Rs 10,000 each to 52 selected self-help groups under Social Mobilization and Institution Development of National Urban Livelihood Mission NULM today. Chairperson of the Council, T.H. Shamo, urged the self-help groups to develop the habit of repaying loan to banks on time. The person who was accused of practicing black magic and causing mental disorder to the locals surrendered himself at Nambol Police last evening after the residents of Lairanjam Makhalikai stormed his house. Meanwhile, the number of persons who behaved weirdly has increased to 7. Irate locals of Lairanjam Makhalikai today stormed the house of Chanam Loidangbi from Langpok, who is said to be an accomplice of Konjengbam Jitain, and asked her to cure them. A public meeting was held at Pavdal in Thobal district against the dismantling of the only upper primary school building in the area and auctioning the items. The meeting held at Ever Living Youth Sporting Association drew the attention of the government to revive the only upper primary school. The valedictory function of the 54th Foundation Day and the music concert of Sri Sri Bal Mukunda Dev Music College has been postponed due to the public curfew. The function and the music concert was scheduled for tomorrow at Maharaja Chandragiri Auditorium, Palace Compound. Now in sports, 6th Hockey India Sub-Junior Men's National Hockey Championship A and B Division organized by Manipur Hockey kicked off today at Kumalampak Hockey Stadium. First match of a B division between Kerala Hockey and Gaon Hockey ended in goalless draw, while second match between Mumbai Hockey Association and Hockey Uttarakhand also ended in 2-2 draw. Whereas Hockey Madhya Pradesh thrashed Hockey Madhya Bharat 6-0 in the third match, and Hockey Bhopal defeated Bengal Hockey Association 3-2 in the fourth match. In the fifth match played this afternoon, Vidarbha Hockey Association trounced Hockey Gujarat 6-4 and Dadra Nagar Haveli Hockey Association dropped Hockey Puducherry 18-0 in a sixth match. The 14th Under-15 Second Saturday and Second Sunday Rapid Chess Tournament 2016 organized by Kanglei Chess Academy under the aegis of Manipur Chess Association has been postponed next month. The tournament was earlier scheduled for May 7 and 8. Nongpok Kangkhut Kasamthong will clash with Awang Kangkhut Kasamthong in the final of the first Inter Kasamthong Kendra Lik Kang tournament. In the last league match played today, Maning Kangkhut Kasamthong trounced Awang Kangkhut Kasamthong 18-9. 5 Kangkhut are taking part in the tournament organized by Numit Laima Sports Committee at Kasamthong Langum Laikai, Khabam Lakpa Mandap. First Interstates Gozu Ryu Karate Do Championship kicked off today at Kiamgai Haibong Makong. The championship is organized by Gozu Ryu Karate Do Manipur and Kanglei Sports Academy under the aegis of All India Gozu Ryu Karate Do Federation. 4 teams, namely Manipur Team A, B, Assam and Meghalaya, are taking part in the championship. That's all we have for the time being, but before we end this session of bulletin, let's have a look at the headlines once again. 48-hour general strike by JSC of Prasant affects life in many areas of the state. JCLPS Women's Wing and Students Wing warn shopkeepers not to open shops during public curfew. JNIMS Director Dr. Devan appeals for free movement of JNIMS staff during the JCLPS public curfew. Guardians Association appeals to government to hold talks with government-aided college teachers in 5 days in the interest of the students. And Shiza Hospital conducts corneal transplant on 3 patients successfully, is likely to have eye bank by next year.